Richie, take us through the goal. What do you see on that play as the play develops?
Well, I mean, the coaches were harping on me that, when we go up for corner kicks or free throws that, don't necessarily leave the box right away. My first thought as a defender is to go back and protect my goal, but staying alive for the play and the ball came in from Seba, and I just judged it and was able to, get my foot on it.
What's the feeling like when that goal goes into that situation?
It's a good feeling. I'm a defender. I'm not going to score often, so now I know what forwards feel like. It feels good.
Where'd you learn how to finish like that?
Surprisingly, we train like that. With on our second sessions, we do some finishing like that, crossing, and everyone gets a shot at it. So that's credit to coaches for that.
Was that pass a little behind you? It looked like you had to wait a little bit for it.
I wouldn't say it's behind me. It's just judging the cross. Really, you got to time it yourself.
Were you happy with the defensive performance overall?
Yeah, I think the shutout was more important for the defenders and the whole team because it's been a while since we had one. So being able to keep a 0 at home, especially, it's a good sign.
Jim and Ernie have talked about the change of culture and change of attitude here. As players, do you all feel that? And how is that manifesting itself?
Well, I think a lot of it is just chemistry, and I think the chemistry between the players on and off the field right now is amazing. These guys work hard for me, and I'm going to do the same for them. And it all starts in training, really, and even off the field. A lot of those guys, we hang out a lot, and I think that correlates to how we're playing.
Anything else for Richie? If that goal doesn't go in, you're looking at 4 straight draws. 2 of them I think that you guys felt like were decent draws. Maybe the San Jose one, you felt like you could have got something more out of it. But how important, just in general, was it to get 3 versus 1 tonight?
I think you never want to go in a game thinking you're going to lose or draw. So coming out with 3 points, especially after those draws, it just boosts the morale again. It just gives us the confidence again because, especially the San Jose draw, that one felt like a loss to me personally. So being able to boost some morale with this game, I think it's very important.
Charlie on the right.
You're probably tired of having questions about this, but does this game feel different? Is it fair to call it a rivalry? How does it feel on the field, the vibe out there?
Yeah, I think it's definitely different. It's more of a grudge match. Both teams are out there fighting and competing. Obviously, the soccer wasn't perfect today for either team, but it's one of those games you just have to fight for 90-plus minutes.
Do you see yourself in DC? Are they 2 similar teams in that respect?
Excuse me?
Do you see yourself in DC? Are these 2 similar teams in terms of the character and personality, DC and Philly?
I don't know. I just focus on Philly, That's all I care about, really. Today, who knows? Maybe next game they play differently. It all depends on the night.
Charlie on the right.
To Charlie's. League's been hyping this weekend as rivalry weekend. Is finishing a game off like that, does that really start to mesh the rivalry, you think?
I love rivalry. So the more to me, it feels like one for sure because 2 Eastern Conference teams going at it. I think that's especially the history that we have with DC. I think it just goes to show that it's fun. It's fun games because those games where you have to fight like that. It's good for everybody. I think the fans and the players.
Last one here, Joe.
I'm picking back on what Kevin was saying. Now you guys have 3 games before Copa break, kind of over after each other. What is getting a late win here instead of a draw that gives you guys going into those 3 games?
I think it's confidence. These games are coming up quick. It's going to be Wednesday, Saturday, something like that. So I think it's just boosted our confidence and it's even getting us that more together as a unit. And we're going to be strong completely from every position. And I could tell the guys right now are excited and they're eager to get ready to train again. That's the mentality we have.
Yeah, a big goal like that. What does that do for you? What does that do for him?
Yeah, seeing any of your teammates score is obviously invigorating, but somebody in the back line alongside me is that much more exciting. But I think especially in the fashion that it was, being late in the game and getting us such a big 3 points and getting us close to the top of the Eastern Conference is exciting.
What was it like just being on the field, part of that moment, just like what's going through your head, just that?
Immediately for me, it's like, all right, now we got to lock it up. It's the last couple minutes of stoppage time, and we got to be smart, kind of a thing. But obviously, immediately when it happens, it's just kind of a rush of excitement, and to hear the fans celebrate you and the whole crowd's behind you, it's awesome.
And for the entire back line to get the clean sheet, just what does that mean?
I mean, that's where the 3 point starts is a clean sheet. So, we've struggled to get that in the past couple games, but I think it pays off for us, and we have more success when that happens.
You get the goal last week. Richie scores tonight. What do you have to do to get Fabi one next week?
Well, he was close. He had a good shot tonight, but no, I think it's just a mentality for most of us, and a lot of us have that mentality of being aggressive, whether it's in the box or taking an aggressive touch and having a look at goal. So, no, I think the whole back line's excited for Richie this week.
Does it feel like you guys are kind of scoring by committee? It seems. I mean, obviously CJ has a couple, but everybody chipping a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. I think obviously we rely on certain guys maybe at times to create stuff for us, but I think that makes us more dangerous. Not just one guy being able to carry the whole workload, and not knowing where it's going to come from is good for us and bad for the other team.
The 0-0 draw heading into this stretch of 3 matches.
Huge. It's a tough couple weeks coming up. You want to go in with as much confidence as you can, so to start things off right. Especially we had a tough week last week, so to get the win at home here and going on the road in 2 tough places to play now, it's good. It's good to get off on a good start.
So there was no added sweetness to this win for you?
I won't say that. I won't say that, but at the end of the day, when you look back at it, some wins are ugly, some wins are pretty, and this was one of the uglier ones. But obviously, beating my former team is a bit sweet.
Anything else? Whose jersey did you end up with?
Burn Bob's.
Okay.
Any story behind that one?
It's my roommate in DC. So. Yeah.
Burning every time you touch the pitch, so every time I get to play a game, it's great for me, and it just builds my confidence. And going into Copa, I'm looking forward to going in and keep doing what I've been doing.
Sorry if this was asked before, but do you know when you're going to be leaving for the Copa camp, or are you guys still talking about that?
It's still kind of pending, but let's see. Hopefully I can get a couple more games with the Union before I head out, but let's see what happens there.
Can you talk about the big saves on the overhead kick?
Yeah, I mean, it was a reaction save, and as I said before, I'm in net to make the saves and to do everything I can to keep my team in the game.
Were you proud of the whole back line today? I mean, getting a shutout, just not only Richie, but the other 3 guys?
Definitely proud of the back line, but it's not just the back line, it's the entire team. I think it starts with CJ up top, and the guys have been doing a fantastic job. They've been doing the dirty work in practice, and it's been paying off on the field.